So a few weeks ago, I did a video called Heads or Tails on Bitcoin, and I kind of explained what the sentiment around Bitcoin would be. At the time, there was this, the bears were saying that Bitcoin was going to drop below 70, and that, this run for the 4-year cycle was not going to materialize. It would not become this bull market. And, everybody was just really downing Bitcoin, saying it's not going to happen. And then the other camp was, no, it's going to go up above 80, and then it'll consolidate, and then, we were going to spike up, and Bitcoin was going to break 100 and beyond. Some saying 150, some saying 500,000. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? So today, this morning, as I talk, Bitcoin is, at 99.3 or 99.4, something like that. So we are knocking on the door of 100,000, and I believe that the bull market is starting. We will go beyond. So good morning, everybody. This is Bryant, over 60 guy. If you're first new to my channel, welcome. My audience is primarily guys like me in their 60s or approaching 60s or beyond 60s. And my goal is just to encourage people to live their best life. And for those of you doing the workout challenge, the 30-day workout challenge, or if you're interested in that, check my last couple videos ago. Hey, good morning to the walk. Good morning, and I'm glad to see you walking and working towards your goal. So why do I believe Bitcoin's gonna surge past 100 and that we will have that beautiful candle this year? I mean it's as easy as, number one, we got to remember that Bitcoin's a fixed supply. I mean, there's only going to be 21 million, and we're in that last period of mining, that last 1 million. So why would we not believe it? I mean, it's definitely a scarce asset. It's definitely turning into sound money. So yeah, we have a fixed supply in Bitcoin, unlike anything else that they can just keep duplicating. And that goes with alts as well. So, and also there's this huge institutional adoption is surging. I mean, people like BlackRock and Fidelity, they're going crazy. I mean, it seems like every day we're breaking into a new ETF somewhere around the world. So the big money is flowing in. And with a limited supply, eventually that's gonna, you got to get it from somewhere, right? So as they continue to shake the tree, and the weak are selling, the strong are buying. And we also have this global inflation and debt crisis. I mean, governments are printing money to handle debt and inflation, and Bitcoin is increasingly seen as a hedge against that currency devaluation. So the more they devalue the currency, the more Bitcoin shines. So that's another reason. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are fueling demand. Like I said before, ETFs are buying it up. I mean, the inflows continue to rain. I mean, I think yesterday we had a slight outflow, but for the most part, on par, the inflows are coming in. The demand is heavy. More and more demand. The halving effect. I mean, you cannot discount the fact that in April we had a halving, April 2024, and so typically, you have this historic cycle the next year that due to the halving, and there's less and less Bitcoin being mined every day, so that will take effect because it's slowing down the increase of Bitcoin. So we did have a halving, and I don't believe that we're going to break that 4-year cycle. We have growing recognition that Bitcoin is sound money. They're looking for sound money principles. I mean, everybody around the world is recognizing that fiat is dying. I mean, it's, they devaluate our currency every year. They print 8%, and so this has a huge effect, and people around the world are recognizing that, hey, our money, our fiat, is slowly but surely being devalued every year. So where can I go? Some go into gold, do real estate, less liquid. Those two assets are more, analog and not digital. And so everybody's looking at Bitcoin because it's digital and it doesn't have all the fleas that other asset classes come with. Increased institutional adoption and custody options. So the more the institutions create these alternative custody options for individuals who don't want to, set up a node and don't want to self-custody, hard wallet. They just want some exposure. They want to follow the money managers who are suggesting, 2% allocation, 3% allocation, 1%. And so now there's becoming more and more options for that very thing. And so there's definitely an increase in institutional custody options. And also geopolitical unrest. I mean, we're in this environment where we have more and more uncertainty in the world. And so, as India and Pakistan now go into war, as we have trade wars, as we still don't have a resolution between Russia and Ukraine, I mean, there's a lot of unrest. And so people are looking for safe havens, and they definitely don't want to store it in cash or bonds. I mean, those are dead, right? And technology advances on how you can use your Bitcoin. More and more wallets, more and more second and third layer development on Bitcoin, Lightning Network, etc. It's making it easier and easier for people to use their Bitcoin, especially in places where, their cash or their monetary, devaluates quicker and quicker. So they're going and looking for alternatives like Bitcoin. And also, finally, the reason I believe is more and more people are waking up in generational wealth. They want an asset that they can pass on to their kids. I mean, that's why I buy and I hodl, because one day I can pass it on to my children. And I know that it'll be there. I mean, it's the largest, most sound network in the world. It surpasses everything. It's on its own system, and it's a beautiful thing. So generational wealth transfer. As more and more people wake up to this idea that, hey, I can transfer this over, I'm not going to be taxed on it. That's a beautiful thing. So I say get bullish on Bitcoin. If you haven't looked into it yet, I recommend you do some research, start training yourself, start learning. It's not too late. Even if you buy a little every week, it's a good thing, right? So, yay, Bitcoin. That's my talk today. I'm the over 60 guy, and if you haven't subscribed or liked, go ahead and hit a like. Subscribe to my channel. I talk about a lot of stuff. Mostly I talk about health, and I talk about technology, travel. I love to travel, and I feel like, one day I could live in another country. My wife and I are searching for that place. And then also we talk about faith here. So if you're into all that, and you just want a place you can tune into, get a little bit of encouragement, then you found the right place. And I do appreciate you checking it out. I pray that God will bless you today. Keep walking, keep doing your push-ups and squats, and keep eating right. Take care.